Okay, so after I pour in the clear resin, I let it sit for a few seconds while I mix up the rest of the clear resin with my white pigment paste, and then I'm gonna drop in my alcohol inks. So for this one, I really wanted to do kind of like a blue theme. So I'm pretty sure, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I also swirl around the edges to release any trapped bubbles and then torch the surface to pop any bubbles on the surface. All right, so here we go, dropping the alcohol inks. This is by the brand, I think it's the Let's Resin brand alcohol inks, and the color is navy blue. Don't mind that little piece in the background. That's just another project that I'm working on to use extra resin. So I also dropped a couple of drops of a color, I think it was called Violet, right on top of the blue, just because it makes a kind of cool effect. And then while those are spreading, I basically finish mixing up my white and transferring it. But for this one, I wanted the white to have kind of like a shimmer to it. So I actually also added in a little bit of a mica powder. I don't know if it's mica or mica, but it's this shimmery kind of translucent, holographic, whatever, white powder. So I put that literally right into my mixture with the white pigment paste and the clear resin. And I also added 2 drops of white alcohol ink. I'm sorry I didn't film all of that. I didn't want to touch my phone or my tripod with my resin hands, gloves, whatever. So basically after mixing that up, I'm going to be transferring it into a piping bag. As you can see, while I'm doing that, the alcohol ink is spreading. And then you're gonna twist off the piping bag, and then you just start piping the petals. I do this immediately because it's a fast cure resin that I'm using, so you do not need to wait. Sorry that my hand is in the way, but once it is moved, you'll be able to see I literally just did like a squiggly pattern, and then I added a bunch of dots in the middle. So now I'm gonna speed this up once I'm done. That way you can just see how it blooms, so hold on. So that was about 2 to 4 hours, that process that I just showed you sped up. So now we're gonna come and we're gonna add the final coat. For this, I just wanted it to be like this beautiful sapphire blue. So I actually just used a couple of drops of resin pigment and just poured it right in. That's the top coat. Popped some bubbles, obviously. I do have a confession. I demolded off camera because I got really excited. And then I realized that I loved these so much that I wanted them to have a protective top coat. So I added a top coat and added my little rubber stoppers and everything. And then I was like, okay, I don't want to take away the joy of the demolding from anyone who was excited for it. So I did something stupid and just popped them right back in. Let's do it. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm in love with this. I'm in love with these. It came out exactly the way I wanted. Let's do the other one. Look at that. Look how pretty. And the shimmery powder worked perfectly. As you can see, the petals are shimmery.